Hello, this video was originally 2 videos, so I've tried my best to edit them into one. Just ignore it if it feels a little bit like it was originally 2 videos.
Hi, this video, it's taken too long. I think that Doctor Who on vinyl is a strange and stupid idea. For this video, I'm going to talk about the Massacre of St. Bartholomew's Eve, as it isn't really referred to officially, which was released on vinyl for Record Store Day 2020 and is in focus right in front of you at the bottom of the screen. As for the rest of Doctor Who on vinyl, well, throughout Doctor Who's years, records have been released of things from the programme, most famously its theme tune, as well as sound effects, new stories and old stories. The genesis of the Daleks LP was probably great fun for those in 1979 who hadn't seen it on TV since 1975, or at all. But soon there came a new way to revisit old Doctor Who. Video, then DVD, then Blu-ray, then stream. Also, before all of that, books, but I'm not gonna go there for now. You'd think because of this that vinyl was now a fondly remembered but obsolete way of experiencing TV-aired Doctor Who stories. But no! Back in October last year, I got that thing there in front of you. This is me opening it ages ago because I put off doing this video for so long. Hello and welcome back to Telly One, where today I'm going to be opening this. It is, of course, Doctor Who and the Massacre's original BBC television soundtrack on vinyl. But first, let's take a look at how I got this, because I recorded myself right after I bought it.
I am now.
I'm here outside of this shop where an informant has informed me that there is a Doctor Who record for sale. In fact, I've already bought it. It's Doctor Who and the Massacre's original. I'm gonna go over here now. Don't follow me, stay there. And now we're back here because that was supposed to be a thing where I walked off and then re-emerged here, but I had the bit before. My informant had told me that the price was €30, but when I arrived in the shop, there was a sticker on it saying €25, and then when I brought it up to buy it, the man in the shop dropped it down to €23. So it's a bargain. Hey, how about we open it now? I'm gonna take this out. This was a joke. Although if you haven't seen my video about that, you should watch it. Unfortunately, as a consequence of opening this, I will have to lose this sticker because it's stuck onto the plastic and not the actual record. Okay, time to open it. Actually, I forgot to note the back artwork, but I probably would have gone through it when I opened it. It's nice because there's a TARDIS. Hey, let's take a look inside because I think there's something inside. Ah, this is very big for my table. Gee dang it. There's the cast, which I think is, on every record, and then there's also the production credits for the vinyl release. See if I can find the records. I think, this is one. Ooh, sorry, camera. Here's one disc, and you might have seen, is this? Yeah, this is episode 3 and episode 4. I'll put that over there for now and go for episode 1 and 2. You might have noticed on the front, but I didn't mention it, that this record is colored Parisian Blaze, which sounds like a lovely color. Let's check out what Parisian Blaze looks like. Oh, this is interesting. It doesn't look like a fire, really. It's cool that it's transparent. I have not experienced any record that wasn't completely black before this. Side A, episode 1, War of God, and side B, episode 2, The Sea Beggar. Oh, actually, this is cool. They've got the Radio Times listings, I think, for every episode, so you can see An Adventure in Space Time, starring William Hartnell and Peter Purves. Here's episode 3, Priest of Death, and episode 4, Bell of Doom. Here's some more Parisian Blaze, which looks It doesn't look like fire. That doesn't really matter though. What does matter is the audio quality and also the quality of the episodes. So let's take a look at that, because I think I'm going to be reviewing this now. If you're going to own any Doctor Who vinyl, this one is probably the most worthwhile because of how utterly missing the massacre is. There's absolutely no evidence of what the television cameras in 1966 recorded. All that Loose Cannon had to work with visually when making their reconstructions were production stills taken by photographers during dress rehearsal, I think. I wouldn't say there are many more than 60 or 70 of these photos. There isn't even one of William Hartnell dressed as the Abbot of Amboise! And I don't think the release of missing episodes on vinyl is particularly ridiculous. If the BBC themselves didn't make telesnap reconstructions very often, then audio was the way they were going to have to go if they were going to make money from these things not deemed able to make money anymore in the 60s. The Doctor Who TV soundtrack vinyls I find silly are the ones whose TV soundtracks can go with TV episodes that still exist. Just recently, The Sensorites was released on vinyl at a cost of £75 on Amazon. Amazon being the same place you can get a DVD of The Sensorites for £6 at the moment. The same goes for the likes of The Ice Warriors, Horror of Fang Rock, The Pirate Planet, The Web Planet. I'm sure some people love them, which is why they're still going. Celestial Toymaker is coming out soon. Audio only sure is a new way of experiencing Doctor Who episodes, but if you want to do that, then there are also the CDs, which the vinyls, a lot of the vinyls are the CDs on vinyl. The only reason still visible to me as to why people love to buy these things is their look. Yeah, they look nice. But is the look worth the price? I don't think so. But I'm not buying them. Tell me what you think, if you have an opinion. As for the story, I liked it. Episode 4 felt a bit more padded than the others. Oh no, the record's fallen over. Let me come out a long shot for this. Now, I've heard quite a few people say that because this story has a fair few BBC-voiced men playing opposing religions, it can be difficult to follow, but at least for me, I didn't really pay attention to specific characters, more thinking of simply the religions they were sided with. What's that? Stephen speaking to somebody else? He must be with the Huguenots. This doesn't apply for the whole story, I know. Now, when I first got the vinyl, I watched along with the Loose Cannon reconstruction because I was a bit worried about getting lost like other people, so it might be unfair for me to say now that I didn't find it difficult to distinguish the group's characters because I already knew what they looked like. An unscripted note here. Playing along with the Loose Cannon reconstruction, the vinyl was very difficult. Did they keep going out of sync? Does the vinyl play at a different speed or something? Stephen leaves angrily, but then just comes back. All of Dodo's circumstances seem so convenient. She has no family to care about her on Earth. She happens to have walked into the TARDIS during the 5 or so minutes it was landed on Wimbledon Common in, and she may just well bloody be the descendant of Anne from Paris. Speaking of coincidences, I'm filming this 450 years to the day since the real massacre of St. Bartholomew's Day. Maybe it was just meant to be. Or else I really wanted to finally rid myself of having to make a video about this before the end of the summer, so I picked now to do it. Thanks for... Make sure to... Yeah. Bleh.